All right, all right. What's going on, party people? Just trying to get myself together here. I ain't gonna lie to you. Oh man, I'm trying to get myself together. I am really trying to get myself together here. And turn that down a little bit there. All right, all right. Man, oh man. All right, Portsmouth. All right, all right. Good evening to you, my man. Yeah, I'm feeling better. Hold on, let me get my microphone in the right spot. Yeah, I'm feeling better. But man, the day was rough. The day was rough, kicking my butt. Yeah, tell me where y'all from. We got Kansas in the house here. We got Portsmouth in the house. Oh man, I'm here in Virginia. We know my man Fritter from California. Yeah. There's some stuff, some nerve stuff that I put on. It helps deaden the pain and stuff. So what it is, not enough sleep and didn't eat enough. I'm the guy that if I don't get enough sleep, even if I don't get a whole lot of sleep, if I can as long as I can just eat decently, and I didn't do that today. So it all just, and then I was stressed, and I'll tell y'all why I was stressed. Ooh. Yeah, I was stressed, and it was my own doing, and man, something slipped through the cracks on me, and I don't know how I did it, but it happened, and that's what really got me all spun up. So I know I didn't really sleep good last night and everything. I wish I could have slept better, and and I would be feeling real good right about now. But you know that it happens. It happens. I ain't gonna lie to you. It happens and stuff. So, oh man. So what we got going on here? So talk to me, y'all. How y'all been doing? How's your day been coming along? Your year? I mean, that's a real big thing there. How's your year been? Because I know a lot of y'all are really trying to move forward in this business, and I want to see y'all succeed. I really do. Let's see here. Hold on, y'all. I'm still trying to get myself together here. All right. All right, hold on 1 second. Hold on. Y'all give me a moment. I'm just trying to get something done here real quick that I was trying to do ahead of time and I forgot. All right. Okay. All right, so let me see what my comments say. So what's going on, people? What's going on? All right, the year starting off strong. So what would be considered strong for you? All right. What would be considered strong for you? Yep, South Florida. You left a very strong and powerful comment earlier today. I appreciate that. Good evening to you. And as always, we got my man Frank from Alabama. Love talking to him on the phone. Yeah, look, I had some strawberry cake tonight. Ate some strawberry cake and all of that good stuff. So, man, that was good. So I had to get my sugar fix. I probably shouldn't have. I probably should have stayed away from the sugary stuff. But after I ate some dinner, I was like, I'm eating me some cake. And I went to the store and bought some. So I'm like, I'm eating me some cake. I don't care. No. All right. Let me see here. Let me try this new music here. It's all right. All right. All right. So let me get down to business here. Yeah, y'all see, I'm sort of delaying because I'm really trying to get my get my bearings together and let people come on up in here. So again, thanks for hitting the like button and all of that good stuff. Oh man, let me see here. Let me go check over here. I gotta. Yeah, so I hope y'all like the graphic stepping out of your step out of your comfort zone and into where success happens for 2024. So that was the goal. That's what I was aiming for with the graphic. And I mean, I literally just slapped this together. I was like, okay, I need to put something together. And I didn't have a clue of what I was going to put up there. And then I just sort of stumbled across this one and everything. So I hope it conveys the message. I know it's not the standard super cool graphic, but hey, but basically what we need to be doing now is really getting out of our comfort zone. And I think that's really what's slowing a lot of people down. They're trying to be very, very comfortable with this business, and business is not meant to be comfortable. Can you have a comfortable lifestyle after you put in the hard work? Yes. But it's really not meant to like, okay, I'm gonna do this and you're gonna just chill. So I hope y'all looked at the Kim Kiyosaki video that I put in my video from a couple of days ago. I put in the description and in a pinned comment. A lot of people think business is about just chilling and just going to work when you feel like it, doing what whenever you want to. And it's not that. That is not true business. Business is you working your butt off, and you might be working 24 hours a day, 7 days a week and stuff. And that's what it becomes sometimes. You know what I'm saying? That's what it becomes. And I'm telling you, the question is that what you want? Because I was thinking about that today, and man, I was like, do people even want this? What is it that you really want? Because if you really want it, then you'll sacrifice and go for it. No different than you chasing after that man, chasing after that woman. You want kids, you want to go on that cruise. All of these things that you really want, are you willing to go make the sacrifice for? And what I'm finding out is that a lot of people don't want to make the necessary sacrifice, and primarily because of what they heard when they first got introduced to this business. So I also thought about the topic, probably should have called it. I didn't have time to do the graphic and stuff for it. But the real topic that I wanted to talk about was business owners versus money makers. Now, can anybody tell me what they think I mean by that? Business owners versus money makers. Okay. You got business owners and you have money makers. What do y'all think the difference is? Seriously, put it in the comment. Tell me, what do you think a business owner and the difference between a business owner and a money maker is? And there's a difference. There's a difference, okay? And you got to really think about, it's a play on words, but you really got to sit down and think about what I'm saying here, okay? And good evening to everyone on my way home from a signing now. Way to go. Congrats to you. Congrats. So I think I'm at close to 60 for the month. And just like Jessica talked about last week, it was starting slow. It was like slow. I mean, slow. Man, it was slow. All right. In it for the long haul versus getting fast cash. Okay, I like that. I like that. All right, Miss Carter, look at you. All right, Miss Carter stepped up. Anybody else? Come on, just don't let Miss Carter get all the shine. What do y'all think I mean by money maker versus a business owner? Long term versus quick. Yep. Okay. Y'all in the right ballpark. Say it in your own fashion. This, even though that is the answer, but I want y'all to say it in your own way. Okay. Because this is it's about you being able to express yourself. And a lot of times right now, there's a lot of people out here who want every notary to operate and say the same thing and be very, very mechanical. And I think that's a part of the problem, is that y'all having a hard time adapting to mechanicalism. Y'all like, you're trying to do it their way, but you say, this ain't feeling right. This ain't really jiving with me. So, money maker versus business owner. I really like to start with the business owner versus a money maker. And basically what Frank and Lavina put down is correct. Because as a business owner, it says having a business owner mentality is understanding that sometimes you will take a loss and that profit will not always be made. Bingo. That's what I'm talking about. See, express yourself, say it the way you feel it. Okay. This isn't about trying to mimic and be like everybody else. You are running a business and will grow for the long haul. I like that. See, this is this is where y'all need to be at. You need to be in the free will of thinking mode. You need to be thinking like you hear what other people saying. I got it, but execute it your way. It says money makers are looking for get quick rich. Okay, yep. Get rich quick. Yep, I got you. That is correct. Now, here's what I'm seeing as a difference. I don't ever want to go back to W-2, so I need to structure my business where it can take care of me and my family for the long run. Bingo. That's what I'm talking about. So, a business owner, when you are a business owner, and anybody that's coming in now, feel free to put in your thoughts on the difference between a business owner and a money maker. So, business owner. One of the things that business owners do, we actually will try to learn what our industry is all about. We will take time out to learn and understand and comprehend what our industry is all about. So we may not start off knowing it. We may not start off being fully comfortable, but we work toward it. We do everything we can to work toward having the proper understanding of what this industry that we decided to do is, whether it's car detailing, whether it's crocheting, whether it's being, let's just say you decide I'm gonna be a personal trainer. Whatever it is, you learn the core, because every industry has a core, every industry has a foundation. And when you understand what the foundation is, then you'll know which way to go and which way not to go. When you understand the foundation, you'll know whether or not something that you're about to implement and place on that foundation, whether or not your foundation will hold it, whether it's even meant to be on your foundation. Will it crack the foundation? Because some things that you can add into your business life that people tell you to do can mess up the foundation that you've built. Now, just imagine if you really haven't built the foundation. You're still trying to get it together. It's still sort of wet and soft in the concrete. Let's say they didn't teach you about putting rebar in there, those metal bars into the concrete to give it some what they call tensile strength. And you just went off of emotion and built you this foundation of this business. And now you're adding stuff on there. and it slowly starts crumbling, crumbling, crumbling. A business owner will like, okay, I made a mistake. Let me redo my foundation and the stuff that I put on there. You know what? It actually is meant to be here. I just got to get my foundation straight. So I got my foundation. Now I'm gonna put all of my pieces back on to the foundation here of what I understand about this business, and then move forward. A money maker, the moment things don't seem to be going the way they think, the moment it requires them to really put some effort in, it requires them to really learn and comprehend and understand, they out. They move on to the next thing. They not there. They're not there. Let's see here. Says the long haul ownership. What is happening for me versus short term? Well, yep, I agree with that. In other words, to get out of your comfort zone. Bingo. Being a business owner causes you to get out of your comfort zone. Money makers want to stay within a box. They want to stay within a box so that they're nice and comfortable. There's very little wiggle room in here. This is where they want to stay at. They like it here. They want to be, they like this here. Nice, comfortable and stuff. They don't want to be loose. They're like, whoa. Money makers get upset when what somebody told them supposed to happen doesn't happen. Business owners start analyzing and say, okay, well, you said this is supposed to happen. Well, why didn't it happen? Why isn't it happening? Is it something that you're missing? Is it something that I'm missing? Is it the wrong season? Am I too early? Am I too late? You see what I'm saying? Do I not have the right infrastructure to handle it or to do it? Before I say that what you said is bull, let me first analyze and see what this is. But when you don't know what the foundation and the core of your industry is, you have nothing to compare it to. So somebody says, yeah, you can just go out there and have a notary stamp and make all kinds of money. Well, if you don't understand the whole concept and the whole purpose of a notary, when you go out here to do things, it's going to be like, okay, well, this ain't working. Well, maybe what they're telling you to do and the way they're telling you to do it violates the core principles of being a notary. It's never was meant to put you in a position to actually operate as a notary. It's just you're operating as a marketeer who happens to be a notary. There's a difference. So you can be a notary who markets to get business, or you could be a marketeer and you're marketing something that you do, which happens to be at this moment in your life, notary. And if some business comes that way, well, I made some money, the money maker. But as a business owner, you're being more strategic, you're being more calculated. You're like, okay, I know you're telling me I should do this, but what I'm seeing in my area, these people don't like that type of marketing. What I'm seeing is they like it this way. Some areas, they rather see you volunteer first, and then they'll come alongside and do business with you. They want to see what you can do in the community. They want to see what you can do for the kids. They want to see what you can do for the homeless. And sometimes it ain't got anything to do with your business. It's what are you doing in the community? And if you're just out there helping, you ain't got to talk about your business, but they see you out there and they're like, okay, you're part of our community. You respect our community. So this is what you have to understand. And this is the stuff that's not being taught by these notary trainers whatsoever, because they're not community based themselves. I know I'm not doing anything community wise right now, but my man Q, that's what he talked about. He was like, hey, you need to go out there in your community. But how many of them actually, with all the money they're making, how many of them are really out there in the community? There's a few probably. I'm sure there's a few that are out there in the community. But for the most part, a lot of folk, they're not. And the notaries, we're not doing it. So it says, I was asked to handle funds today, and the signer called the title company from the table, and the title company had the nerve to tell them, well, every other, yeah. And that's They say that. They say that every single time. That's why I do these videos for y'all. I put it out there. I think in the description, there's the links to the information. We are not allowed to. Yes, other notaries do it, but we are not allowed to. And a lot of people don't want to accept that. And see, this is money makers violate Virginia. The notaries in Virginia who are money makers, they violate this law. They violate the state law that says we are not allowed to collect closing funds. They violate that. When you're a money maker, money makers violate laws. Money makers come up with ways to make money. Money makers skirt the system. They do whatever they can to get ahead. That's what money makers do. Business owners, for the long haul, as many of you have said, are looking at, okay, what are the laws? What are the rules and regulations? What do I need to do to stay out of trouble? Because I see the value in having this business and what it can do for me long term. So when you're a business owner, like we all said here, you're looking at the long term. And when you say, okay, well, that's what it can do for me. Okay, so what rules and regulations do I need to follow and adhere to in order to make sure that that stays true? Money makers don't care about that because to them, the rules interfere with their ability to what? Make money. Y'all following me now? A business owner steps back, analyzes the situation, and adjusts accordingly. And thank you for saying it, because I was going to get to that. That is correct. That's what business owners do. That's all I've done. So yes, I'm doing more work, even though the fees are less. Well, understanding how things are, you know what? Let me keep doing the more work and bringing in as much money as I possibly can. I made an assessment. I said, you know what? I need to start marketing. Now, I have not received any feedback from the cards that I sent out. You know, I like the card. I ain't gonna lie to you. I like it. I like it. It's just perfect. Shawan, her husband, he did an excellent job on the picture. It just blends in, you know, the color scheme and all of that. I like it. You know, and then I have another picture I'm gonna use that he did for me. So I'm making adjustments. Now, I'm making sure that the adjustments I'm making, I can handle, because I recognize I'm solopreneur. It's just me. So I'm not going to try to take on too much, but I want to be able to expand out there and let people know that I'm here, let them know that I can service them and how I can service them. And then I'm willing to figure out how I can make that happen. Now, as a backup, what I have going on is there are a few notaries in my area that I know I can count on and trust. So if some work comes in, I have no problem, you know, redirecting it over to them. They know, I trust, I mean, they know what they're doing. They know how to do it, all of that. They just need more of the opportunity. So if I'm hopefully able to be the catalyst for that, then that's what I will do. So if I get enough work, you know, I'm like, you know, of course I get my business, and if the money's coming in and then I start seeing, okay, well, there's more work that I need, then okay, let me find a way to get this work into hands of the notaries and make sure that they're solid. I mean, there's many that I know, and they're ready. And I've been working with notaries quietly over the last year, getting them prepared and getting them ready, not really bragging about it or talking about it publicly. There's nothing to talk about publicly. It's just they need help, and I'm helping them, showing them stuff, this, that, and the other. A couple of them been going out doing some things here and there. I take some with me whenever I do a closing that needs a witness, so they could get a feel for how things are going. Some of them haven't gotten started because they're waiting to retire, all kinds of things. But nonetheless, I'm working toward building something, and I needed to get myself out there. So as you said, as you said, business owners step back, we analyze the situation and adjust accordingly. Money makers react emotionally. And that's what you see with all of these individuals who are on YouTube. They are acting emotional. They're not taking a step back. They're more so complaining because You sit back and we all know the problem. Y'all saw the video I did last week showing you what I was talking about in 2020, November 15th, 2020. That the same complaint about the fees and the 50s and the 30s and all of that was going on back then. So here we are all the way into 2024. Now the question is, what's the plan? Because the only way things can change, it has to start at the top. And the top is the mortgage people, the lenders. They have to look at this thing a little more closely. And like, we need to make some changes. But right now, they're not. And what makes it hard for them to do that is the fact that we are making so many mistakes. We are violating laws, collecting money when you're not supposed to. Your state doesn't allow you. Telling people you can help them to get a power of attorney when you're not legally allowed to do that. All of these things make us look bad. And that's what I've been that's what I'm fighting against is let's get things done right. Because the more right we are, the easier it is for people to like, you know what? Let's change that for them. Because when you're in a relationship and your spouse is trying to insinuate something on you or that person you're dating, the more you got your act together, the more you're doing the things that you're supposed to be doing, it's hard for them to throw stuff up in your face. So I try to run my business in such a way that nobody can throw stuff up in my face. And it makes it easier for me to push back when they're asking me to do something wrong because I'm putting forth every effort to do so much right. You see what I'm saying? And people will give you grace. All right, let me see here. It says here, it said that's one of the questions on the NSA test. Yep. Because of your videos, I told them I was going to be the title company's responsible. That was going to be the title company before they even responded. We were all cracking up at the table. Best believe the title company sent a FedEx slip. There you go. That's what they're supposed to do. And see, let me share something with y'all real quick. And then I'm going to tell y'all the mistake that I made. Okay, so don't go nowhere, y'all. Hit the like button so more people can come in. Because yes, Griff got to tell y'all about a mistake that he made. It's not my first mistake. I've made others. But I got to tell y'all how making this mistake really messed my day up and caused me to have the headaches and all of that stuff. Here's the thing. Other states allow notaries to collect closing funds. And because the individuals who are the pieces that are conducting the business here, not the business owner, but the entity, the individuals that are in the business, they're just trying to get paid. And see, when you're a W-2, you're just trying to get paid, AKA moneymaker. So you're taking a W-2, putting them in the notary business, W-2, just trying to get paid. You come over here into the notary business, trying to get paid, just trying to make some money. And they're like, I just need this done. And they don't take the time out to research and find out, oh, Texas is okay, assumingly, I believe, Texas is okay to collect closing funds, but Virginia and this state and that state aren't. So as a true business-minded person, even as you're in the as you sit there and as a W-2, what do? And see, if I was in that position, here's what I would do. And I'm not just saying this because I was a notary first before doing that. This is just who I am. I would have sat down and found out every single state law on collecting closing funds. What states allow notaries to do it and which states doesn't. And have that as a list right there. Okay, so now I know, boom, FedEx slip, FedEx slip, FedEx slip. You can collect this, that, and the other. Share with the notary, here's your state law that says you can collect closing funds. Here's your state law that says you cannot. See, to me, that's where it needs to be at, but it's not. So we have to do it ourselves. So we have to make sure we know what it is so that we don't get in trouble. But that's really where it's at. You said they are not thinking rationally. Correct. They said, hold on one second. Sorry about that, y'all. Oh, okay, just a car passing by. I was like, why my doorbell ringing going off? Said, I have just retired from my W-2 after 40 years and want to structure my business, what I have realized is that I'm stuck in the W-2 structure. Yeah. Real quick, members, I was going to do some training this weekend, but I am super busy. Tired, but I got closings this weekend that I ended up picking up. So I'm not going to have time, but we're going to get back together in February for those of you who are channel members and everything. And to get out of the W-2 structure, you have to listen to, you got to listen to things that talk about business mindset. So let me pull something up real quick. Let me pull something up, man. Let me pull something up real quick. I wish I could play this without getting a copyright strike, but I can't. So I will not do that. But where is it? Oh, no. Hold on one second. My bad, y'all. Y'all know how I be doing. Nope, that's not the video. All right. Oh, okay, it must be this one. Yep. All right. So I'm gonna copy this and put it in the chat. This is a video, like I said, Kim Kiyosaki did. You need to look at that video. You need to look at that video because it's going to help you to understand some stuff. What else I want to show you real quick? Let me show you another. Hold on one second. And see, I got various playlists. I got business playlists in there where I got some inspiration. Some matter of fact, I got to clean it up because I just realized some of the videos, sometimes they change them and all that. But I have this one playlist. I always have a hard time opening these playlists. Hold on one second, party people. Hold on one second. Goodness. Then every time they keep changing. Hold up. All right, hold on one second. Goodness. That's the one thing about YouTube. Hold on. There we go. Now I found it. Okay. Okay, here we go. All right, let me show y'all this real quick. So this is a playlist that I have that got some really good videos in here that talks about getting out of that W-2 mindset. I'm telling you, if you just take time out, most of these videos are not that long. This one, I'm gonna tell you, this one on Mark Cuban. Matter of fact, let me move that all the way up to the front top. Let me move. I'm gonna tell you, this one from Mark Cuban. Oh my goodness. When you listen to this, I'm gonna tell you right now, when you listen to this one about winners outwork everyone, I promise you will fully understand who I am and where I'm coming from. You will have a really good understanding. I'll just put it right here. I'll put it right here. I'm telling you, you listen to this video, you're gonna be like, oh, okay. And then put yourself in there, visualize yourself doing that. And then find a way to make it happen. And see, the thing is, and let me copy the link for y'all and put it in the chat. All right. So here's the thing. There's no training out there. None of the training that people are doing out here that people are paying for gets you in the right mindset. It gives you some steps here and there, but there's some things that you have to do on the back end after you listen to what they said to keep you motivated and focused on doing it and adopting the proper mindset. So after 30 years, 40 years, even 10 years as a W-2, you got to figure out, okay, I need to change the way I'm seeing things. And money makers, and a lot of times some of us are money makers and don't even realize it. Some of us are business owners and don't realize it. But we got to start realizing where we're at and then act accordingly. So if you are a business owner, get better at it. If you are just as a money maker and that's where you're happy at, okay, then cool, stay there. But here's the thing, money makers tend to give people who are business owners a hard time. Money makers are constantly nipping at the business owners' heels because the things that business owners are saying to other people who are trying to be business owners interferes with the money makers and what they're doing. And if you really think about it, it's the money makers who constantly got something to sell. Not all of them. Not all of them. Let me be clear. Not every money maker is trying to sell a course or sell a this or sell a that, but a lot of them do because they're trying to make money. Business owners look at things strategically, as it was pointed out earlier. It's like, would that be a good move? And I've looked at, I tried the training thing. I like training and stuff, but I have to do it a different way. And to do it the way I want to do it, it's going to cost some money to do. And I got to put into really doing it the way I want to do it to make sure that one, nobody's stealing my stuff, and two, that it's effective and it's helping y'all at the core. But I'll be honest, what I want to teach and the way I want to do it, it will be a little difficult because I got too many of these other trainers out there that's telling y'all stuff. Because one thing straight up, I'm not going to teach you how to explain the documents. And for those of you who want to know how to do that and feel that you need to, it to me will be a mute point. Because in this business, you got to be willing to deal with the reality. Reality is you don't need to explain the business, the documents. There's no legal requirement. Unless maybe you're in Louisiana, but there's no legal requirement for us. So if that's not a legal requirement, then why are we doing something that's not a requirement per our state? And that's what a butthead between me and everybody else that are trainers. I'm like, stop teaching people that and make sure they know how to notarize. Both can figure out the marketing part. Trust me, there's enough books out there that you don't need to pay some notary person $400 or $500, $80 a month or whatever to learn how to market. You can figure that out. I'm telling you now, trust me, you can figure that out. As I've always said, you figured out other things in your life, you can figure that out. Pick up a book, read it. Don't think that your mind is so clamped down and closed off that you can't learn and understand this stuff. So my man Matthew's in the house here. It says, good evening. I'm feeling much better. I'm feeling much, much, much better. So take a listen to those videos, Barbara. So you can just one or two, just okay. Sometimes you go back and listen to it again and just think about it. It's not about, oh, you hear the video one time and then boom, all of a sudden you just gonna, I got it. No. You might have to listen to it over and over again. So one of the steps of success that I use is I identify where you want to be at. Identify the things that needs to happen in order for you to get there. And then what I try to do is pick 2 or 3 things that I know I can do on a daily basis so it can become a habit. What do I need to do? I need to do this. I need to do that. I need to do that. So I'm going to put forth every effort. I'm going to implement that into my life, and I'm going to do everything I can to make that a norm. So for me, it's normal for me to make sure before I go to bed at night to print all my documents. It's normal for me to prep my documents. That's normal. That's normal for me. For other people, not at all or not so much. But for me, that's normal. So, like tonight, I got a closing tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. Before I go to bed, I'm printing. In the story, I had 5 today. I printed all 5 last night. Bad boy was sitting up here on my desk up this high. I'm printing all 5 and I prepped all 5 before I went to bed. That's why I'm hurting right now for sleep wise, because I was up to about 2 in the morning and then I got back up to go take care of a mistake that I made. Now, let me talk to y'all about the mistake that I made. I missed 2 signatures. And I was so upset with myself. And I got out of habit. Again, get your patterns. And when I walked into the situation, things were sort of like a little all over the place. And I really didn't understand what was going on. So it threw me off because 2 of the people who had to sign, it was like, okay, we got to get out of here. We got to go sign this and go. So I sort of started rushing because they was rushing. And then the way that I normally do things got thrown off. And because it got thrown off, it was 4 signatures that's supposed to have been on there. I got 3 and I forgot to do it. And then I didn't do it. I didn't double check my work. It happens. It happens. So plus it was getting late. I was hungry. And I think that's really when my head started hurting a little bit. And I was like, I need to just get out of here. I said, I know I did everything right. And I forgot about 2 documents. It was the same document twice, not the right to counsel, it was some other document. And all of those individuals, all 4 needed to sign it. And I only had 3. And I had already missed 1 document and I found that and I got the gentleman to sign it. Matter of fact, he had to come back home because he left and everything. And I'll be honest with you, I don't know. For some reason, I just felt uncomfortable because they just left me there with the wife. And I was like, and then she was recovering from a surgery. I don't know. I just felt uncomfortable. So I was all thrown off. And then when I got home, I'm scanning and I'm, looking at the documents and I see that I missed 2 signatures. And I was like, I can't believe this. And that messed my whole night up. And even though I was prepping everything else, that was just weighing on me. And and something told me to get up and get over to his house. This is what I was going to do. Get over to his house by 5 o'clock in the morning. 5, no later than 5:30. And just wait for him. Just sit in your car and wait for him and get him to sign. That was my intuition, and I didn't do it. And because I didn't do it, I had to wait till 1:30 this afternoon. And I had a 9 o'clock, 11:30, 1 o'clock, 4 o'clock, and then 6 o'clock. How the heck I'm going to get them in there? And fortunately, 11:30, I got that done so fast. I mean, like in 20 minutes. And I was 5 minutes from the guy's house. So me and his wife was texting. She said, well, he might be here by 12 o'clock. I was like, bet. So I rolled over there, 12:15. I'm like, man, he answered that text. Nah, he ain't here. Then I leave and they're like, yeah, he'll be back here by 1:30. So now I'm going to my 1 o'clock. My 1 o'clock is like 25 minutes away. So I shoot all the way over there, get that done, shoot all the way back. And every single thing I had to do today would need to be scanned. And I was sitting here, and that's why my head was hurting, because I was so uptight and I was like, oh. And I was like, and I got more upset with myself because I said I should have went head on and got up. I got up and I was like, I'll be all right. I'm gonna get over there by 7 o'clock. And I knew what cars they had. And when I got there, one of the cars was gone. And I was like, he gone. So it can happen to the best of us. It can really happen to the best of us. But as soon as I realized what happened, when I scanned the documents, I scanned everything and I uploaded them. I told the signing company, I'll get it taken care of. I said, I see that I missed the signature. I told them what happened. And I said, I will get it taken care of. And they said, just scan it back so we'll see that, so we can see that it was done. I said, no problem. Scanned it. They said, okay, you can drop the documents. And then I did. And it made me a little bit more attentive to everything else I did today. But all 5 needed to be half scanned. And then come to find out, my last one at the end of the day didn't happen because scheduling conflict. The person wanted to do it earlier and I couldn't do it earlier. Then I picked up another one in this place, and then that person had an emergency, so they couldn't. So I ended up only doing 4, but everything got scanned, everything got shipped out on time. So I'm very happy and proud of myself for going through it and dealing with it. But I just sharing this with y'all that it happens. Okay, I know there's a lot of perfect notaries out there that they never do anything wrong. But yeah, I make mistakes. I miss stamps. I forget this, that, and the other. But I keep going and I haven't stopped, as you see. So the point that I'm making with this is if you get your foundation right as a business owner, if you do make a mistake, you'll be fine. And I guarantee you, the notaries who made mistakes that had the moneymaker mentality, they were the ones like, See, a business owner, the moneymaker said, well, I got a W-2. I mean, I'm at my job doing it there. I can't go back and get this corrected. You need to go back and get it corrected. Well, never mind then, forget it. You can just blacklist me. That's what moneymakers do. They don't want to take responsibilities. Moneymakers do not take responsibility. A business owner will say, you know what? As much as I want to have 3 days off for that next holiday that's coming up, I'm just going to have to take the 2 days that normally comes with it. I'm not going to be able to get that extra day off. So I'm going to use my vacation time to go get it done, to go fix what I made a mistake on, what I messed up. See, that's what a real business owner would do. And not complain about it. Will accept what they did wrong and go get it corrected. And that's what I did when I was working a W-2. I made all kinds of mistakes, but guess what? I took time off. I'm like, I'm gonna go get it fixed. I can't come in today. Go get this thing fixed. But you know what? It taught me how to minimize my mistakes, and I got better and better and better. Which then did what? When it came time for me to go full time, the people was like, "Great, come on now." What y'all have to understand is that a lot of the people out there, they're very forgiving when we make mistakes. They just don't like the attitude. And I guarantee you, the people who had the most attitude were people who had the money maker mentality. They just trying to make money. And then you talking about what go fix what? You ain't paying me enough to fix mistakes. Money maker mentality. Business owner be like, you know what? My apologies. I got it covered. Matter of fact, I made a mistake. I had one on Sunday, last Sunday, and I forgot to ship the documents on Monday. First thing I did, when they contacted me, I thought I did. They contacted me. You know what I said to them? When they told me and I found out, I'm like, oh, they're going to find. Because I was doing some stuff and I put it in the wrong place and didn't put it in my normal spot, and I missed it. Told them what happened. And I said, hey, if y'all need to reduce the fee, I understand. They didn't. They said, no, don't worry about it. And I still got the documents there in time for the right to cancel. So it got there on time. But I made a mistake. It happens. Business owners own up to it. We frustrated. We get mad at ourselves. But we say, how do I make it right? Money makers don't try to make anything right. And you pay attention to the people who are around you in these Facebook groups and stuff, and you'll be able to pick out the money makers. The money makers. The money makers are always complaining that they're not getting appreciated enough. It said, I hate when they try to rush you. Yeah, that's what threw me off and everything. It says I'm working toward leaving my W-2 by January 25th. All right. Well, yeah, Emojine, good to see you again. Hey, what's going on there, Terry? Good evening, my lady Susan, listening while driving. So you got to ask yourself, and it's okay if you really are more of a money maker. But then the question is this. Well, first you guys should say, am I a business owner or am I a money maker? And if I'm more of a money maker mentality right now, okay, got it. But guess what? I can change. So how do I go about changing? That's the key. Do I want to change? And if I want to change, how do I go about changing? And if you're a business owner, have a business owner mentality, how do you enhance that and keep the foundation right so that it doesn't crumble and so that you don't fall into the money maker mentality? And I'm not saying that that business owners don't make money. Didn't say that. But as a business owner with the right business mindset, and when opportunities and things come along, you start finding solutions. Money makers don't find solutions to anybody's problems. Because as far as a money maker is concerned, if you ain't helping me make money, you're my problem. If you're not helping me to make money, the money maker says what? You're my problem. Business owner says, hey, I'm gonna help you so you can pay me properly. And because look, here's what I offer. Okay, got it, no problem. Boom. And now you're making money. Because a business owner, you know what? I get it. I get it. You can't do 125, but you can do 95, not a problem. And you got that how many times a month? 17. Okay, then you sit there and you go 95 times 17. Okay, that's 1600 on top of the other stuff. Okay, yeah, no problem. I got it. I got you. Don't worry, I got you. Because guess what? That individual might be able to refer you to somebody else. And see, some people say, well, no, yes, it can happen even for a moneymaker. A moneymaker, it can happen. As long as things are moving forward for the moneymaker to make money, everything is good. The problem comes is when there's some type of conflict, some type of hiccup, something that happens that challenges the moneymaker to start thinking and acting like a business owner, which means what? Take responsibility for what you did wrong. When that happens, oh man, that's when you see the true colors of a moneymaker. They're like, whoa, you don't pay me enough to do that. You ain't, nah. I make more money in my W-2. I know y'all probably heard some of that stuff. I hate to be rushed. That is when I make the most mistakes. That is correct. Now, are there any other questions that y'all have? Any other questions concerning this business? Anything? What are y'all thoughts about what I was just sharing here? I mean, I know I could go way, way deeper into it, but I think y'all got the understanding of what I'm talking about here as a difference between a money maker and a business owner. Business owner finds solutions. Business owner says, I'll get multiple printers with multiple trays and have 2 scanners so that I can be more efficient. Business owner will say, okay, I know everybody else wants to scan at the table, but based off of what my thing is, I can't scan at the table. A business owner would be like, okay, based off of my workload, it would be best for me to scan at the table. In other words, a business owner would do what is right for them so they can conduct business. But they don't get on people and they don't make people feel bad about not doing what they're doing. Which y'all, if y'all look in the comments, y'all will see on videos, it's like, okay, you did this, you did that. Okay, great. Okay, cool. That worked for you. But in my area, it doesn't. And this is where I come to the conclusion that there are a lot of people in this industry that want every notary to operate their business cookie cutter like just the same exact way. They want you to have the same printer. They want you to have the same pens. They want you to have the same folders. They want you to have the same bag. They want you to have they want everything you do to be exactly carbon copy the same. And here's the reason why I believe that's the case. And it goes all the way back to the movie Incredibles. Toward the end, when Mr. Incredible and Syndrome are on, I believe they're on the island, and he was talking to him about either on the island or on the building talking, and they was talking about why Syndrome was doing what he was doing. He said, well, I'm going to give everybody superpowers so nobody will feel super. I want everybody to have it because the supers only appear super because nobody else had what the supers had, those special powers. Syndrome's mindset was, I'm gonna make everybody, I'm gonna fix it to where everybody can have superpowers. What, even though it might be not natural, might be this little thing on their wrist or whatever, but I'm going to teach them. I'm gonna find a way to show them that they can have superpowers too, and nobody will feel special because we'll all be the same. And when we're all operating the same, there's no differentiation, and nobody can excel or exceed over another. That's why I believe there's so much talk about notaries all acting and doing the same thing, even though those individuals have not provided any documented proof that the way they want you to act in one state is the way you should act in another. The way they are in their state, cool. But the way they are, the way you are, have to operate in yours, it's different. And see, here's the crazy part. A lot of these individuals, I will guarantee, and I personally don't know, but I'm just assuming, I truly am 100% assuming here, that in their personal life, they celebrate sometimes the different levels of diversity, or whatever diversity is for them. They celebrate diversity. They embrace diversity. But then when we become a notary, it's like everybody got to be the same. Everybody same. Everybody take this course. Everybody take this, do this. Everybody go in. We say the same thing. The document. Da, 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 da. Everybody's the same. Nobody's different. Nobody stands out. Human nature will not be contained like that. Human nature will not be contained like that. That's why my channel is the way it is. Because I looked at the way everybody else is doing their YouTube channel. I'm like, that ain't me. Let me be me. End of story. And that's why you don't see. And there's some people who can do what I'm doing even better than me, but they don't want to step out there. They're afraid. They're concerned. They're worrying about backlash. I'm not worried about backlash because of the fact that I understand business. I'm willing to go work hard. And as long as I'm willing to work hard and have the things together that I'm supposed to have, guess what? When all these other notaries fall to the wayside and that signing company, that title company, like, we need a notary. Your man's right here. I will be the first, middle, and last one standing. That's my goal. The first, the middle, and the last one standing. So when everybody else, all these money makers, when the pressure gets on them, they crumble. Case in point, today, and it was today since it was after midnight, I'm prepping documents. I find in 2 documents some errors. I tell them, they reply back, thank you very much for your attention to detail. We really, really appreciate it. Because if I hadn't have found those things, it would have been an issue. And I could have skipped over it. But I said, no, I need to let them know. And I told them, it makes me look better. It shows that I am focused and doing my job and paying attention. Moneymakers don't do that. Moneymakers see that, ooh, they forgot the CD. Okay, ain't worried about it. That's a them problem. That ain't mine. That's where we're at. So let's see here. Anybody else getting? Yeah, those are starting to pick up. There's a gentleman out of North Carolina who called me. That called me about that. It says, I have not seen any over here in Northern California. Yeah, they're only in certain areas. And right now, I believe that they're primarily in, well, right now, there's a lot in North Carolina. Gentlemen, got it. All right, hold on. Getting a bunch of emails all of a sudden. Just making sure I ain't missing nothing. All right, nope, name it. That's just the wife updating her calendar and all that. So, what questions? Sorry about that, y'all. What questions, concerns, thoughts, ideas y'all have? Now, AI. Jessica asked a question earlier in one of the comments about AI. Do I think AI is going to take over the notary world? No, I do not. They might try, but there's nothing like a good old human being. um, yeah, yeah. Until AI gets emotions and feelings, yeah, that's gonna be hard. I don't know because yeah, I don't think AI is gonna take over in the notary. That's gonna be. I think that's gonna be hard. I don't think that can happen. It can happen, and even if it did, I don't think it would last. I really don't think it would last that long. It will be. I think it will be very very short lived. Let me see if I can find. There was some other questions, and feel free again, drop your questions in there. Trying to go back. Like my man Danny was saying, he deposited 7 checks in his bank account, and like you said, go out here and take the darn orders. I don't say the other word, Danny, but you go out there and take the orders. That's the whole key. Because when them checks come in, you don't be thinking about nothing but the fact that, hey, I just made me some money. I just got $225. I just got $600 or whatever. That's what it's all about. That's what it's all about. So yeah, the door knocks, I don't do those because I really don't have time to do them. They can be very, very tedious. I would suggest that maybe you try it and see if you like it. If you don't like it, leave it alone. I always give stuff at least 1 to 2 tries. And I'm like, I ain't really feeling this, So I did debt settlements for a while. I ain't feeling those no more. Not that I think there's something wrong with them. It's just that I got so much other business that I don't have time to do the debt settlements. Same thing with the door knocks. Now, here's what's interesting. Today alone, I believe I got about 17 last minute orders. And I'm talking about last minute where about 13 or 14 was for today, for the 26th. On top of the 5 that I already had. As a matter of fact, one of the 5 that I ended up getting was a part of that. Last minute signage, just the end of the month, them orders was coming in left and right, and there was no way I could do anything. I'm already tired. I couldn't add anything else in. And then there was a bunch of orders for Monday that came in. So as you get started in this business, you're going to have, as a business owner, if you're a business owner, you would say, you know what? This is about the 4th video that Griff talked about those last minute signings. I need to get myself prepared for that. See, that's what a business owner would do. A moneymaker would be like, I ain't doing it last minute. I'm not doing it. And again, thanks for hitting the like button and sharing, post it on your YouTube. On your Facebook, all of that good stuff. But that's what a moneymaker would say. Moneymaker like, I ain't doing it last minute. I need 3 days notice. I need a week's notice. Moneymaker's more worried about the paper. All of that. A business owner is like, Griff done said that statement about last minute 4 times this month. That might be something I need to pay attention to. How would I get prepared for last minute signing? And last minute meaning 24 hours or less from the time I received the notification. What do I need to do to get prepared to do that? That's what I need to focus on. And then you will say like, okay, boom, I'm ready. And when it comes in, boom. I said, dang, I had 1 notification day from signature close and hit it until I'm an hour after. Yeah, that signature closers, it is really, really hard to catch orders in there. The only time I'm able to catch orders with that is if it's an order that nobody else wants. For whatever reason, they just don't want it. But yeah, it hits the email first and then it hits the app. That's why when I was doing my video today, that notification I got was from signature close. if I'm hearing the notification on my phone for the app, I already know it's gone. I open it up anyway, but I know it's gone. So I just tend to focus if I can catch it in the email. Um, but I don't like the way they have it on the email because then you got to log in, put your password on. I'm like, come on, man. It should hit the app first and then the email. I don't know why they have it done that way, but that's the way it should be done. Um, Door knocks are basically you going and knocking on somebody's door to verify that they're there. Sometimes it's just to make sure that they're still alive and let them know to contact somebody. Sometimes it's to get them to sign some information or what have you, but that's pretty much it. My emails never have. Hold on. All right. When you get an email from Signature Closers, you should have this in there. Your email should have this. Click here to accept or decline an order. It should have this. It should look just like this. It comes in, or tell you availability today, this, that, and the other. And then you click on that. And in this case, it already says it's been taken. But you should see this. If you're not seeing this, then you need to contact them. But this is what you should see. And every single one, it tells you. I mean, it's right there. So, right there. All right, yeah, I'll look at the screenshot. But yeah, this is what it should come in. It should come in. And you should be signed up and logged into Signature Closers. And all of that. So hold on. Yeah, you need to, yeah. We'll get together and we have to do a Zoom to go to look at your profile. I mean your profile and signature, but you should have everything in there. Your name, address, all of that kind of stuff, emails, yeah, all of that should be set in there. You should be getting it, and all of that. Is it looking for me? I can still grab them in the app. Yeah, it all depends because yeah, I don't get them that often. If I do, it's something that nobody wants because it's a lower price and all of that kind of stuff. Yeah, that's when I get them. It's something that nobody else wants to do, so I take it. Okay, cool. If it, again, I appreciate the money makers. Even though the money, let's just say the money makers are grabbing all the $100 or $125 orders, but they're only getting a few of those. It won't touch the 95, and I'm getting 7 or 8 or 12 of those. And see, the thing is, money makers also have an image to keep up. Money makers have an image to keep up. Anybody who is operating as a money maker, that's not trying to operate as a business owner, money makers have an image to keep up, and they will do everything they can to keep that image looking pristine, as if they got it all together. That's what money makers do. A business owner, you think about it. Look at how Mark Cuban dresses and the rest of these guys, and Steve Jobs and stuff, Bill Gates, all of these guys. They don't care about what other people. What is one of the things that we say all the time about business owners, these billionaires and millionaires. Man, look at how they act and look at how they dress. I mean, they just so unassuming and stuff. But moneymakers are about the flaunt. Moneymakers are about flossing. Moneymakers are about showing you that, hey, I'm making money. And you get intrigued by that and say, I want to make money too. And then what do? You go spend your money for some lame course that they're offering that has maybe 3 good things in there that, oh, I never knew that. Okay, cool. But it's not, but those 3 things that you now know aren't good enough to keep you making money for the long haul. But those other people, you probably need to analyze them a little bit closer, and you'll see that they already have stuff in there. It might have been trust fund babies. Who knows? Anything. They already had some stuff together. They got other streams of income over here. So this notary business is just for play for them. That's what's going on. So moneymakers are all about image. They gotta look good. They gotta look the part. And they use that as a way to persuade you into spending money with them. And then you figure that anybody who looks like these other folk, nah, they can't teach me nothing. But the person over there that's flashy, they got the rolly, they got the red bottoms, that's who I want to be with, because that's what I aspire to be. And when you aspire to be these external amenities that they show you, you're going to end up being nowhere. And that's the truth of the matter. That is the 1000% truth of the matter. The more you focus on the amenities that they present to you, yeah, the bigger your failure point is going to be. You're going down. And if you do happen to be successful to some degree, you're going to have to lie, steal, and delete, unalive in order to keep that image up. But that's what it's all about. Look up the Facebook CEO, that lady, it was all about her image. All about image. She was a diversity person and she's stealing money from Facebook. It's all about image. People want to look a certain way. Business owners don't care about what they look. They care about what their products are doing, the service that they're offering. It is that looking right? Yes, it is. Okay, then I'm good. But you can do this and you can do that. I'm good. I'm good. Stay over there. Leave me alone. But we can take you to the next level. Okay, what does it take to get there? No, I ain't willing to make that sacrifice. No, you want to take more of my product from me. No, you want to take more of my rights from me. No, you want me to go and start doing stuff and acting a certain way. Like Cat Williams was pointing out, Eddie Griffin been pointing out with our community, with the men actors. Okay, you want to. You see what I'm saying? There's certain sacrifices you got to make. Are you willing to make that sacrifice? Not me. I'm good. I'm good. So, all right, party people. No more questions. I guess we are good. Just a little more than an hour. And I'm going to print these documents. And then I'm going to bed. And get me a good night's sleep. And hop back up in this bad boy tomorrow. And do all that I need to do. So is there anything else before we roll out of here, y'all? Actually, right now, it's pretty much gone. There was some stuff that see if I can find this stuff. It was some stuff that I had bought, and I wish I could remember what the name of it is now. But it was some foam stuff that I bought for my wife. She was having some back problems, and it's designed to block nerve pain and stuff. And I wish I could remember. Here it is. This is what I've been using, called TheraWorks. This stuff works really, really fast. It works really, really fast. Fast acting nerve foam. This stuff works really, really fast, really good. That's why, I mean, it. And then there's one for muscle spasms. I'm not having muscle spasms, so I put this out, rub some on the back of my neck in the area of pain, and I'm telling you right now, I'm feeling much better because I said I got to be able to get me some sleep tonight. And once I get some sleep, I'll be okay. I'll be okay, y'all. So I appreciate y'all care, concern, all of that good stuff. I'm gonna just keep plugging away, doing what I got to do out here to help y'all to the best of my ability and stuff. But yeah, members, I was going to try to do some training this weekend. I just don't have the time because of the orders that I took, and I got to make that money. I ain't gonna lie to you, I'm just being straight with you. I got to make that money just like y'all got to make that money. But February we will be getting together. So we'll do our things in February. I got to figure out when the Super Bowl is, so I'm not doing it at the same time and stuff. With the Super Bowl and stuff. And okay, Terry, I'm seeing your email, and what it looks like. You may not have all of your stuff completely set up in there yet. That will, yeah, I'll hit you up. I'll carve out some time this weekend for you. I'll carve out some time. It shouldn't take that long for us to hop up there and do that. Okay. All right, party people. Y'all have a good one. I greatly appreciate y'all as always. Even though I might not be doing the training, members, if you got questions or you need help with something, I am still available to do that. I ain't gonna leave y'all hanging and stuff. Hold on. See, here's a question. What inspection companies out there I would like to get? There's a lot. You would have to Google that. I use Groundworks. There's one called Photo Inspections. There's Maverick. There's a ton of them. Just be careful about buying somebody's course for it, because the people who have been selling courses, what I keep hearing is that when you want to ask them questions, they don't make themselves available. Okay. And it's just a way for them to make money. They selling a course. So you can actually Google, field inspection companies and stuff. There's an organization that does some kind of field inspector certification and all of that. I've never been asked to do field inspector certifications or any other certification that I really, in order for me to do business, except for, you got the NNA, and that's only because we're dealing with the signing companies and all of that. But other than that, no. So you can Google, field inspection companies and something to come up. Okay. Something to come up. All right. Well, y'all have a good one. Greatly appreciate y'all as always. Talk to y'all later. Peace.